On this episode of Roadkill, zero fail. We built this garbage and drove it 2,500 miles to Power Tour.
We suck less this time.
Little bit less.
There's always next time.
Last time on Roadkill, you saw us working on this car, our 55 Chevy Gasser with 530 cubic inches and 700 horsepower worth of Mopar-Hemi in it. It's also got an American powertrain 6-speed and 543 axle gears. But that is not going to stop us from hitting the road because we wrapped it up just in time to hit the highway 2-lane blacktop style.
Well, car has a new name and a new home because we got kicked out of the hot rod garage when they decided to kill the power last night at about 8. And we're leaving this morning with still a bunch of work left to do. We've got to finish the harness bar, figure out why the clutch is leaking, and I think bolt in a seat for Freiburger because he kind of wants to drive on this trip. And where are we going?
North Carolina. Charlotte.
Yeah, it's 2,500 miles from here, I think, and we have 5.5 days to get there. No problem. I have complete faith in this automobile.
We hit Finnegan's shop at 6 a.m., hoping to get on the road by around noon, but that didn't work out. It turned into a full 12-hour thrash.
This is all that sits between my spine and that back brace for the next 2,500 miles.
Iron Man.
I haven't been further than around the block in my 55, and now I'm driving to North Carolina.
No problem. Except for that.
That's not good.
Seat feels better to me.
Oh God, it's so much stiffer now. There's a brace in there.
Yeah, but that's good. I thought it was gonna break when I was driving it.
You only like it because you have the back of a 103-year-old man.
Yeah.
Me, this is a little harsh for. It's a little rough.
Little stiff. Well, it made it around the block, so I figure we're good for 2,500 miles. Hit it.
We won't even need an oil change.
We might. This thing would be nothing without the stick. It's Monday now. We hit the road last night figuring we were going to go about 500 miles and we made it like 150. So we got a crank. Sits too high in the front. We need to pull a leaf out of the front and crank up the coils in the back.
I agree. But not now.
Not now.
Let's go. Buckle up with your new seatbelts.
Sweet!
I love this job.
We woke up on day 2 in Barstow, California, and at this point we still had 2,450 miles to go and only 5 days to get there, which meant more miles per day. But this is Roadkill, and you knew stuff was going to slow us down, and the first thing was really stupid. We're cruising along the highway, and it started to like surge really quickly, and then it like backfired. I thought we were running out of gas, but it doesn't seem to be, so we're looking at the tune-up.
This says everything's fine, but we have no gas gauge nor speedometer. You know, either one of those things would be useful right now because we don't know how far we've driven, nor do we know what gas is in the tank.
We do know volts, oil, and temp,
which is better than normal. So, I'd say
we're living large. Let's go.
Be fine.
Ready?
Yep.
That was probably me.
That was you.
Okay, so we are in fact out of gas. 113 miles, video guy says. How big's this tank?
16.
7 miles per gallon.
You were going allegedly 95 to 100-ish at certain points of that.
Yep.
Up a mountain, so Maybe the Hemi and the Chevy wasn't such a great idea after all.
This is going to be expensive.
Oh boy.
Let's just start running the 87. Here's a question. Will 5 gallons get us 17 miles to Seligman, Arizona?
Times 7. Yeah, if we're still getting 7 miles to the gallon, that gets us there.
Okay.
I feel like an orange Challenger. I think all of the Challengers are orange. You ever notice that?
Quite a few. Okay, you want to drive?
Sure.
17 miles to Seligman?
I'll eat, get a food coma, and make you drive again?
Yeah. After running out of gas, it looked like we were going to be home free. The car was working surprisingly well for something that we had thrown together and driven around the block before we hit the road. But then, it started to bite us. Okay. This threaded little doohickey right here goes in the middle of the clutch rod to adjust the overall length of it. And it was out at the end of its adjustment and obviously backed off a little bit and came apart. See how the thread's gacked?
Oh, it came out?
It came out, right. Because it's missing a lock nut. So we need to ungack that and then it'll thread right back together, and it would be great if I could find a lock nut for it. Okay. I'm trying to carve out pieces of metal that are in my way from threading it back on. We didn't fully fix the clutch at the side of the road, so it was still hanging up by the time we hit Flagstaff, Arizona, but we met a fan there who worked at a Chevy dealership and was gonna hook us up.
It appears Home Depot doesn't believe in having fine thread bolts, taps, or all thread, so we're gonna have to fix what we have. And Henry works at this Chevy dealership and was kind enough to bring us inside his house, let us borrow his tools, which is like borrowing somebody's woman. This is kind of a big deal. Alright, you can see the metal coming out of it as it cleans up the threads. Here we go, good as new.
There's never been a 55 Chevy with a Hemi in it in a dealership in Arizona while fixing clutch linkage before.
Never.
Ever.
First ever, setting records.
This guy Henry was totally cool, and the least we could do was just run him around the block in the 55.
Kind of surreal, honestly.
But why's that?
It's surreal. I kind of like have to smack myself to realize I'm actually in the car with David Freiburger driving the Blasphemy around town I'm living in.
The other thing that Henry pointed out to us was that one of the places where they had shot the Two-Lane Blacktop movie was just up the road, Mary's Cafe, where they shot that scene where the guys pick up the girl, and all of a sudden it dawned on us, without even planning it, our whole road trip was following about the same route as the guys in the Two-Lane Blacktop movie.
We had to pull over because there was so much smoke in the cabin. It was just brutal, and it seemed like the regular Roadkill exhaust leak, but we can't find that. But the transmission is just puking everywhere, and we can't figure out why or where.
No, let's just hit the road.
By the end of the day, the 55 was running good, and we were feeling good, and we made it all the way into Gallup, New Mexico.
Got about 4 hours of sleep in a seedy motel in Gallup, New Mexico. And we got, I don't know, about 650 miles we need to go today.
One thing we've been battling the whole time on this trip is that the clutch pedal feels funky. And I got it so that it was really good, but then the adjuster screwed itself out and it fell apart yesterday. And ever since then, we haven't been able to get the clutch pedal to feel right. So I put in some more adjustment today. Right now we're bleeding it just because who knows. And now I'm checking the master cylinder to make sure that I'm not bleeding it dry, which I'm not. So we're gonna give this another shot. Okay, pump her up.
1, 2, 3, holding. Yeah,
Hey, that had air.
Yeah, it went all the way to the floor when I was holding it. I think it's better. It still has that little kink in it, but I think it's better.
This slot is all the way down. That is not coming out, and there's no way to get a wrench on that. And the other side, it's rammed up against the firewall.
Better.
Move it more.
Yeah, go just a hair more because it's got a little bit of rub still.
So it is bottoming on that, or not bottoming on the piston, but rubbing the underside of the piston.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Okay, let's stop somewhere and get fluid.
Okay.
Because it's now pretty low.
Day 3 turned out to be pretty much the cruise we were hoping for. Virtually nothing went wrong with the car, and we spent the day with the laptop open just tuning on our fast EFI. We ultimately got 17 miles per gallon out of that big Hemi.
Ooh, it is Africa hot. It's about 100 degrees out. Car's running at about 215 degrees, and all of a sudden it just turned off. Not sure why, so we coasted for a little while and turned it back on and fired right back up, so I don't know. We'll keep going, I guess. You probably recognize these guys from their hugely popular TV show Street Outlaws, and we came by their shop to hang out with Big Chief and Murder Nova.
Hope you don't mind if we're using your shade. How's it going?
What's going on, man? How are you?
The usual. Looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Not bad. It's been running hard.
That's a sweet ass steering wheel.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best parts of the whole thing.
It looks like Ray Charles welded the headers with his feet.
We could comment on that.
So the engine had 2 miles on it, was completely untuned, and you hit the highway.
Yeah.
That's, dude, God, I want to do that so
it had a little bit
badass.
of a tune in it.
How are the fumes in the car? Are they good?
A little bit of fumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there?
It's what keeps us going. Without a little bit of carbon monoxide.
The fumes keep you awake, really.
I love it. I don't think you're allowed to weld that bar together, are you?
Not
Yeah,
technically.
there was gonna be some foam over that.
Hey, sometimes, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, put your pad over it.
There was gonna be some foam over that.
Sometimes you need 4 foot, you only got 2. When you were thinking this thing up, were you thinking about how cool it was?
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted the 2-lane blacktop car, and it was his idea to put the Hemi in it.
Yeah, I'd wanted to do the Hemi in it for a long time.
I think
So you've driven it halfway across the country already. If there's anything that you could change about the car up to this point,
Seats.
besides the passenger, what would it be?
Passenger's a given. Let's be honest. I don't know. Nothing really.
I mean, if you had to do it all over, you'd do everything exactly the same?
I'm happy with it.
Really?
That's
cool.
Dents and all. I'm cool with it.
What do the people on the highway think when they pass by? Or
Oh,
when you
chicks
pass
just
them?
throw themselves at us. It's ridiculous.
I've never done a burnout in a stick shift 55 with a Hemi and fuel injection.
No one but us has.
You can't get a whole lot done when you're just standing around laughing with your buddies, so the time came that we had to get a whole bunch of just little stuff done on the car.
Hate that. That's the worst. I thought if it was wallered out, that means it's like worn out to an oval.
Well, wallered out is bigger than it should be.
Okay.
That
So if
needs a
somebody
little bit
says
of
your
wallering
girlfriend's all
out.
wallered out, that's
Yeah,
bad
that's
deal?
probably not good. You might around here. You might actually get into a fight.
Okay.
Sorry, car.
Hogatone's coming off the edge. It doesn't hold.
It fits now.
Going all out.
This is a really great bit you got there.
Turn the
Get anybody
throttle down on that
fiberglass?
deal. Holy. They're almost-
Nailed it.
Okay, mine's got
Dude,
no
that
problem.
one's you can throw it at that one over there.
Yeah.
We're an inch off. Oh,
How about now?
hang on. One more? Ah, that's it.
It's folding the hood up.
Okay, that won't go anywhere.
It's way more cooler now that I've sat in it.
Yeah.
Because you get a feeling looking inside.
It's 2-lane blacktop.
And not just that, but you get a feeling of the road. Like, you know what I mean? There's little things done to the car for a road trip that's not done to most of the race cars I sit in. You know what I mean? Like there's
the
a cell phone holder
and the cup holder.
and the cup holder.
And the cell phone charger.
And then the glove box open with, you know, what used to be your money in it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that's really cool. I'm digging on it.
Cool.
Thank you.
You gonna have to make one?
We're gonna have to make one.
At the end of the day, Big Chief was pretty much scared to drive the 55 because he knew he would break it. And so Finnegan hopped in with Sean and gave him a quick ride.
So the cops really don't hassle you around here or what? It's amazing.
Badass.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Hey, thank you.
Good time.
Thanks for helping, for hanging out. It was awesome. Had a lot of fun. Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
I can't believe they let us ruin their shop all day.
It's Thursday morning now, and we're in Little Rock, Arkansas. Today it's an 8-hour jaunt over to Atlanta, and we're going to stop at Comp Cams along the way. And other than that, we don't really have a plan. Finnegan's on the phone with Methy Bob trying to sort out some of our fuel injection issues and figure out timing at cruise so we can get even a little bit better gas mileage than the 17 that we've already hit.
Yeah, when you let the clutch out, it didn't like it shattered at all.
Yeah.
It's surging a little bit right here though, huh? Okay, hold on, let me fatten it up a little.
Totally fixed. Amazing.
Awesome.
That is cool. We're just pulled over now in Arkansas because we had a little bit of oil mist on one of the GoPros on the back of the car, but we don't think it's any big deal. It's kind of normal stuff. We were on it pretty hard out on the highway. It might have just fogged a little out the breather or exhaust or something. It was also only doing that when we were driving about 140, so I'll just sort of lay off the 140 from now on.
The back of the car is ice skating right now.
Told you, 10 miles an hour.
I think those two teeny tiny grooves in those slicks are the only thing saving us right now.
Hi there, I'm driving in the rain on drag slicks right now, and I'm looking for some new rear tires. I'm wondering if you have something like a 275 60-15. Do you have any 15-inch tires at all?
That wasn't boring. Wow. I've heard of guys only being able to go like 8 to 10 miles an hour on drag slicks in the rain. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we just went 35. So still alive, still in one piece, still making progress.
Right outside of Memphis, it started to rain really badly. And in case you hadn't noticed, we're driving this thing on drag slicks. And that meant we were not going to be able to stop at Comp Cams and visit our buddies there in Memphis. We had to keep on the road and just make time.
I'm in trouble because I already have like the sense of victory, because we're here in Atlanta, which is only 4 hours from Charlotte, where I need to be tonight, which probably means I won't get fired for missing this event I'm required to attend.
Home stretch.
But right now, it's 10:15. We agreed we were going to be wheels up at 10 o'clock. We're going over to Rutledge Wood's house, and he's going to throw us out by at least noon, I'm guessing earlier. And then we're going to hit the road and hope that we make it.
We're huge Top Gear fans. So if we're going through Atlanta, we've got to stop by Rutledge Wood's house. Sure.
Yep, that'd be it. Oh, look at that. It drove that from LA. Yeah. That thing is so awesome.
Sorry to stink up your town.
It's so much more ridiculous than I thought. I'm so impressed at the sheer size of your nuts. You've seen Top Gear. Like, we do some pretty dumb stuff. This is much dumber than the things that we do.
I don't know, dude. Can I see the van?
Oh, please, yeah.
I've never actually...
Yeah.
I saw it at SEMA, but I've never...
I wanted like the hot rod family hauler that could still pull a trailer. So it's on a 99 2500 frame that we shortened.
That's a big project.
It's a big project because you kind of don't know. Now it's got cats on there, and it comes out both sides.
It's got really nice sheet metal work.
Yeah, this is
bead rolling.
This is Lucra out of San Diego, and so they built the dash for me, did the engine cover.
Wow. That's really
but
nice.
it's got vintage air. It's got a GPS speedo because I learned that lesson too. I made it to Bristol, Tennessee in like 4.5 hours, and apparently it's like a 6-hour trip.
What's the name? block?
Small block. It's the
6-liter?
yeah, it's a 6.2 LS3, 525 horse. You kids want to go for a ride?
Yeah.
Spin it around.
Rutledge's van is an all-aluminum bodied 49 Chevy Curbmaster. Not exactly your mainstream hot rod, but a lot of fun.
Mint!
You know that part at the end of the show? We're always like, hey, who makes a show? These guys. Yeah, you look good.
Wasn't me.
You got it.
Hey, you look sharp out there.
Thank you.
You
look good
sweaty?
too. A little bit.
Hey, if you guys could just do, like when you're on the road, just more of these like dramatic, like,
Oh yeah.
Do these
Yeah, we don't
shots.
get much of that.
Because my nostrils
Yeah.
aren't big enough.
dude, look at that sun. Gosh, you look good.
Here, you got to do the reality show pose too, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, stand awkwardly close and look like that. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
You and your throne of judgment. Your Hemi-powered 55.
Hey, good looking beard, huh?
Look, wait.
Don't get 'em
Spontaneous
intertwined.
combustion if they touch,
You gotta
dude.
go.
We're gonna
We'll start
Velcro
a
together.
fire.
Hey, thanks for watching Roadkill. We'll see you next time. We're gonna do some silly stuff. You're gonna love it. Shenanigans.
Oh, you said it.
Hey,
Now
hold
we
this.
gotta get
Hold
you
this.
back.
I forgot that one thing to say.
What's that?
Is it on? Yeah, if you really like car shows and reality shows, this is actually the only one in existence. This show is it. If you're looking for a reality show and car show, there is only one.
You are going to get fired.
And it's Roadkill. Oh, Top Gear's awesome. It's just, I love it. I'm just saying, like, this is real stuff. I do this for like 7 hours and I'll be like, I'll be at the hotel.
Rutledge loves us, Mother Nature hates us. As soon as we hit the road, bam, more rain.
Oh, perfect. All right, guess I'm getting fired for not getting there on time.
Yeah, well, we didn't want this trip to be too easy, right? So we called up Mother Nature and asked her to just drop a deuce right here in Atlanta for us. Now we got drama. What are we, 5 hours from the end of this trip, and now it's dangerous.
Very. As much as it blows, I think I'm officially calling it.
Oh, you have to.
I know.
You can't sit here.
I really wanted to go all the way.
If you're late for that men's fragrance sampling party you're going to tonight, you'll never live it down.
It's all over. I know it. Be safe.
Yep.
All right.
See you later.
I'm gonna hop in over here with Painless Derek, who's been following us in the Cadillac. He's the sponsor of the big party at Power Tour tomorrow. He was just doing this with us to hang out and be cool, but it's a good thing, because now he's gonna go save my bacon.
Oh, good, a traffic jam. I've never been so happy to see slow cars in my entire life. Woohoo! Yeah, everybody's got to slow down. I just got passed by a horse trailer. That's all right. We're moving.
It was a big letdown for me not to be able to ride all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina with Finnegan in the 55. But you know what? That moment when he finally made it and rolled in, completely road weary and terrified from the rain, and the fans just crowded around the car, he and I grabbed a Corona, gave each other a toast, and it was like, man, we did it.
We got up this morning, pushed the start button, it didn't want to start, plugged the laptop in, and the tune-up that we parked it with last night is gone. We arrived with Alpha N in the box and woke up this morning and speed density was in the box. So I'm at a loss there. So we've eliminated the files we were tuning with over the last 2 days and went back to the file we had in there when we started this trip, which gave us 17 miles to the gallon, but is not tuned for wide open throttle. That's part of the problem with this thing is the injector offset.
Yeah,
It's too wide of a window.
it needs voltage. Yeah, see, it's going down.
How did it work last night? All right, let's just get to the event because this isn't going to run very far. We knew things had been going too easy on this trip, so of course the Roadkill curse bit us at the least opportune moment.
2,500 miles, and here we are.
Ready?
Way too low. The battery no likey. It doesn't have enough voltage to trigger the ECM.
Just hook it up, that's it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, lifesaver. That could be helpful, yeah.
This trip was amazing. First, we built a ludicrous car, a Hemi and a 55 Chevy Gasser. And then, after just driving it around the block once, we hit the road for 2,600 miles, and in the big picture, really didn't have that many problems. And we survived on rain, on slicks, and we hung out with a bunch of really cool people, but the capper was the fans that we met along the way. We had been letting them follow us on a live GPS map online, and everywhere we went, they came out to see us at gas stations and waving at the side of the road, and it was just awesome to meet people and hear their gearhead stories. And it really came to a head at this party at Power Tour, where we were just thronged with a bunch of people who watch Roadkill. And meeting the little kids who were inspired by it, the whole thing was truly humbling. We know that there's a lot of views on YouTube, but to just be able to talk to people and find out how the show affects their lives, man, it makes it all worthwhile. And in all, made this the best Roadkill trip ever.
You built the motor, and it's your car,
It's my car.
and that's your buddy, and you guys are driving it across the country.
But we're not good.
That's badass. But you built the motor.
Yeah.
So that takes some serious trust in yourself to jump behind the wheel after you.
It had 2 miles on it when we left town.
Oh, so it broke in.
Yep, just about. No oil in it, but it was broken.
Oil. Yeah, had plenty of braking mileage, but no oil.
Apparently
Yeah.
I can build them and just not fill them with fluids.
I want to do that.
2 miles is 8 quarter-mile passes.
That's right.
So
Yeah,
Oh God.
that's a weekend for you.
that's pretty broke in.
Yeah. This time on Roadkill, Subaru was foolhardy enough to challenge us, their legacy, against our garbage.
It doesn't even have a turbo.
This time on Roadkill, we go legit because Subaru of America watched an episode of ours and said, you know what? We can beat these guys in any of their pieces of junk. And so Subaru has set up 3 distinct competitions for us, and they're going to let us pick whatever car we want to go head to head with them. Our first challenge brought us to Bakersfield, California at the fairgrounds, and this was the first time we had ever seen the Subaru Legacy. We expected Subaru to bring out a WRX, but nope.
This is the base model. They were like,
You guys
We
suck
don't-
so bad we're not even gonna bring out the big guns?
right,
Dude, it's an automatic.
wow, this is weird. It's a boxer motor, you know, it's a posed 4-cylinder.
That looks like that's gonna make smoothies for me.
This one's a 4-banger, but the key is it's got that symmetrical all-wheel drive, and they are convinced that they can smoke us in the dirt.
I think that's what they're counting on to beat us, because it ain't the 175 horsepower.
This feels like day 1 of high school auto shop. I don't even know what I'm looking at there. It's got paddle shifters, cameras in the front and the back, an electric parking brakes, all stuff I don't quite understand. Ooh.
Sunroof.
The first thing that we're gonna do is just get some kind of a feel for the Legacy because we've never driven it before and we don't know exactly what's gonna happen in the dirt.
It starts to push
Oh, you go, yeah.
way wide. We might win this.
But is a big wide turn at speed faster than carrying very little speed in and out of a donut?
Who knows? What's your take right now?
I think this makes wide turns and whoops our asses.
Well,
Which is why I'm hoping you did a bunch of cool stuff to this when I was gone. We selected the Ranchero as our ringer for the first race. We bought the Ranchero 3 years ago for cheap because we wanted to drive to Alaska for an ice race. We failed to get there the first time, but in 2013, we made it all the way from Los Angeles to Big Lake, Alaska, and indeed slid sideways around a frozen racetrack.
We brought in some help with some other guys from the shop, and the first thing we had to do was change the engine. We had overheated the old one so many times it was just junk.
we drove this thing to Alaska, and I don't know at what point it got dropped to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh my God, there's stuff growing on it.
Oh, I know, it's literally got mold on it, but
Dude, it's like the SS Minnow under here.
oh, it's bad.
We ended up having to put in this really weak little 302 just because it was the engine that we could get our hands on most quickly. It's 10-to-1 compression, it's got Edelbrock Easy Street heads on it, it's a regular carbureted deal. It's actually a pretty decent motor. It makes something like 330 or 350 horsepower, we're not sure. It's backed up by a Gearstar C4 and an 8-inch rear end that has two 78-to-1 gears. But the huge problem with the Ranchero is that the suspension was junk.
She's actually been lowered. Just the front. The back
Still
is,
sits
the
like
back
a
is still
4x.
jacked up.
Yeah.
But it's got coilovers on the front now. Alston Chassis Works, brand new set of coilovers with maybe the right spring rate, maybe not.
Maybe not.
And zero adjustment. We just put them in the car and left.
And that's it?
Yeah, roadkill.
It'll work. I wonder if they realize that they paid for hop-ups on a bunch of clapped out old American junk.
Well, and think about it. This car was never going to get used again. It was just going to sit.
Right.
Now it's got a new engine. Thank you, Subaru.
I wonder if Subaru has ever bought a small block Ford before.
Probably
I'm
not.
guessing not.
Probably not.
We'd been thinking about this whole thing as Subaru versus Roadkill until we realized, you know what? There needed to be higher stakes. This can also be Freiburger versus Finnegan.
What are the stakes? Like, what happens if we fail?
Subaru wins? I don't know. That's a good point. They challenged us, but where's our incentive really?
I got it.
What?
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Let's have another competition. You and me.
So, we decided to have a little manscaping competition. Whoever won the most races would get to remove some body hair from the other guy. Freiburger would lose what's left of his dome fuzz, and I would actually lose my beard.
Wait, what's the deal then? So we each race both cars and we time it, and whoever's fastest gets to pick the other guy going full Brazilian, or what?
Our manlyhood was on the line. Our hair was on the line. My wife hadn't seen my chin in over a decade, so pretty much my marriage was on the line if I lost.
Wow, that's gonna be really bad.
No good can come from this.
Great. I guess I need to go practice some barrel racing. What do you want to go in first?
It doesn't matter either way, you're losing half the hair on your head. Oh, yeah. Turn on the fan. Still have to start it from the outside of the car. It's been 2 years.
Roadkill.
After a few practice laps in both cars,
This should be violent.
I was feeling pretty good about this.
I predict in a few moments you won't even see the Ranchero because of all the dirt in the air.
Very crunchy. This is ugly. We should just shave his head right now. He's not winning. This isn't really practicing. This is just filling the car up with dirt for the next time I have to be inside of it.
Wow, am I losing this one?
Oh, that was perfect.
I cannot deal with the steering.
Don't change a thing. You're doing amazing.
We could throw the Ranchero around the barrels, what seems like the quick way to get around them. The Legacy, it made big, wide, sweeping turns. It really didn't seem like that thing was going to be fast.
So we've got to figure out what is the fastest way to get this done. And he's going to have his technique and I'm going to have mine. Traction stability off.
What he's done is he's figured out how to turn off all the computer interference in the Subaru. Let's see if it works. No, won't slide. Will not slide.
Even Google couldn't help us defeat the electronic wizardry in the Legacy. We couldn't slide the car around the barrels. Confidence was high.
All right, practice is over. Didn't do us much good. Now we go to the big time.
We were in a bigger rodeo arena, and this thing was going to be a barrel race. Basically, two big figure eights in the dirt without hitting anything.
With some nutty obstacles thrown in around the perimeter to make it interesting.
And it's going to be a straight-up timed competition between the Subaru and the Ranchero and between Freiburger and Finnegan.
Oh, hot. How's that air conditioning treating you?
That doesn't suck. That's for sure. Is that Pam and Tommy Lee?
It's pretty disturbing. Hot dogs.
What is that?
We had all these obstacles set up, and the goal was not to hit them while we were racing, but I think you know as well as I, these things are not going to survive the day.
We didn't want to trash the course right away. We decided the Legacy was probably the safest car to go racing in, so it was up first.
All right. Don't embarrass yourself.
3, 2,
1.
Go, go, go.
As soon as I tried to transfer weight from the rear of the car to the front tires to rotate it around the corner, the fun police kicked in and stopped me. The downside is that the car wouldn't slide. The upside is that it was impossible to crash this thing into the obstacles, and was probably the best way to navigate the course.
Come on, come on. Go, 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 go.
56, 57.
You didn't hit anything. We might have to solve that here pretty quickly.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Go!
It's not an aggressive takeoff.
We ended up turning off the traction control, trying to pitch the car sideways a little bit, but the stability control doesn't turn off, and it was just gonna dig in and take us around those barrels.
Oh, going way wide. Oh, does that count? He brushed the pool.
Really, the only complaint is that if you put in too much steering angle, the thing would understeer, but aside from that, it was just grip and go.
A lot of pushing, real aggressive here. Going way outside. All right, what was my time?
I think you should reveal my time first.
I don't want you to cheat.
I'm showing yours to camera right now. I can't cheat.
55.50.
And I still beat you because you ran 56.57.
All right, let's get the Ranchero.
Good call. Finnegan, I will say the driving gloves are a stylish touch.
Looking for any advantage I can get.
3, 2, 1. Oh, this could be good. Stop, 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 watch out, go, 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 go. Oh, you're hitting stuff, go, go.
You were yelling at me, so I stopped. What are you doing?
Making sure your time's really slow.
Yeah, I think we're starting over.
He's irritable. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's slippery out there. Oh, this could be good. Oh, he's dragging some gator.
I did that on purpose. I have no idea how many laps I've even done.
I don't even know how to score that.
Yeah! I'll admit that once I lost control and ran over all the beer, I just didn't care after that part.
You got to entertain yourself, now it's my turn.
Climb on in, have fun. This is the best day at a rodeo ever.
Finnegan had a little bit too much fun on his first run. He also got a flat tire. Lucky for us, we brought out a set of spares, and they were the leftovers from our Alaska trip, which means a set of all-terrains that were studded for the snow. All of a sudden, we've got a huge advantage.
The irony of buying ice tires for Alaska and never using them and then bolting them onto the Ranchero in Bakersfield to drive on dirt, totally not lost on us.
The Subaru went 55-50 with you behind the wheel around this same course. You need to beat that.
Retain your integrity, your pride, the, joie de vivre of this show.
Joie de vivre? I make no promises.
3, 2, 1. I feel good about this. Oh, that was close. There we go. It looks like it hooks pretty good. There we go. Yeah. That looks good. I'm gonna ignore the tire that just flew out of there. That's no real penalty. There we go. He has figured out the track now and the car. Come on. Go. We're winning.
Wow, that was a lot of tank slappers.
Are you ready for this?
55.25 seconds. That is 0.25 quicker than the car with ABS, traction control,
Bluetooth, satellite, everything.
The key, barefoot.
I lost to Freiburger in the Legacy, spun out the Ranchero, and pretty much the only thing left for me to do was vent my frustration at losing by running over everything left in the arena.
So in the end, Roadkill pulled off a victory. If you count iPhone timing in the middle of a rodeo arena having a whole bunch of fun, a victory. And you know what? We cheated because those studded all-terrains on the Ranchero really hooked up. That thing was fun. For the next challenge, we headed up to Snoqualmie, Washington to Dirtfish Rally School. Dirtfish is located on an old Weyerhaeuser lumber mill property, and they also have a fleet of Subaru WRXs and BRZs.
On a mixture of asphalt and gravel roads, Dirtfish might as well be Subaru's backyard.
We're going to learn how to drive rally, and then we're going to do timed shootouts between the Legacy and our 440-powered Mopar.
The General Mayhem.
This is going to be really good.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yep.
I didn't expect the surface to be this like gravelly and loose.
Yeah, we probably have the wrong tires for this deal.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's gonna be fun losing though.
Double your pleasure. Double your fun.
Why do we have two now?
I don't know. I guess they figured that when we wrap one around a tree, there better be a spare here.
Oh. There's an R. And there's dual exhausts on
Oh,
this
dude.
V6.
No, flat 6.
Oh, that's right. We're not winning in this.
Oh, there's no chance. I can tell from the entrance road that we're losing this deal, so we might as well drive fast while losing.
All right. I like blue.
All of a sudden, there's two Subarus here. This one is a 3.6 model. It's got 256 horsepower, unlike the other one that we were racing that is 175. So we're going to race that car.
and we were going to be racing it with the General Mayhem Charger. General Mayhem is a 68 Dodge Charger that we got as a bare shell, and in episode 23 we put the thing together using some parts out of our old Beater 73 Fury and an engine out of this ludicrous Class A motorhome.
First, we're going to hang out with Nate from the rally school here, who's going to show us the track and show us some tips on how to deal with the all-wheel drive. Has anybody come seriously out here with a two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive deal and tried to race?
Seriously?
Yeah.
No.
So we're really going to look like idiots here.
Well, you know, something probably 1,000 pounds lighter than that would probably be good.
Nate here is one of the driving instructors at Dirtfish, and so we were going to hop in with him and learn the course and also pick up some tips on how to rally with all-wheel drive.
This course was epic. It had big sweeping turns for drifting, a slalom section, a water crossing.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Pretty much every great aspect of a Dukes of Hazzard chase scene.
That's weird, it's letting it rotate a little.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing.
It seemed like a natural setting for the all-wheel drive Legacy and a rear-wheel drive Charger to race in, even if the Charger was at a disadvantage.
We're losing by 10 seconds or more.
More than that.
I need to drive it.
Yeah, totally.
Well, we took a test lap in the, 6-cylinder powered Legacy here, which is way more fun than the 4-banger. This car, Nate was actually able to get it to rotate around corners, for a little bit until the computer said, hell no. But this thing is fast, and it is going to wipe the floor with the Charger. Like, this won't even be close.
You know how if you had boobs, you'd never leave the house? If I had this, I'd never leave the property.
The guys at Dirtfish really wanted to pull the traction control fuse out of the Legacy, but we thought, no, we need to race it as delivered. And that was really a learning curve, because we had to figure out how to slide the car as much as we could using the stability control. But I thought there was a chance that was going to slow it down around the track and give us the edge.
That's a forest over there. Don't know if you noticed. Oh, this car's so much fun.
The all-wheel drive was amazing because you could get to the apex of a turn and just stand on it and it would pull you through.
There are bushes on the outside, just to let you know that.
But the stability control would only let you slide so much before it started taking power out and applying the ABS to straighten the car up.
Oh, camera guy, look out!
What'd you say?
Off gas.
Oh yeah, I was totally off. I've got it on the wood and it just doesn't go.
No matter how hot I entered a corner, the car wouldn't respond to throttle input until it was squared up and the tires were gripping on the exit.
Oh, come on, go, go, go!
Stay inside on it. Stay inside.
God, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's fun and frustrating at the same time because I can't drive, but I'm having a lot of fun. Wow, that's good. Basically, you can't really go wrong because the car protects you from everything.
It's hard to really screw up in this car.
You seemed like you knew what you were doing.
Ah, that was the car.
But you stand on it because the car doesn't accelerate. It accelerates at its own rate.
Yep.
I've done a lot of blasting around dirt roads before, but I've never done rally racing, and so this was kind of new to me. There's a little bit of a different line that you have to take, and with the all-wheel drive, wow, that's a big change in what you're used to from driving an old muscle car around.
As long as you don't kill us, this is going to be amazing.
I think it'll be amazing if I do kill us. Okay.
Okay, here we go now. All right, I got it.
Come on.
All right, remember, you're going to go left. 30 seconds in. Doesn't mean much, but there you go. Looking good. Okay, now we get to my favorite part of the course. Oh, camera guy, look out. Hi. Still alive, all right. Sweeping right turn.
Oh, we're dead.
Okay, here we go. Don't kill us. All right. Setting up right, left. Ooh, that was good. All right, here's your favorite right. Oh, come on. Okay, ready, everybody? Now. 3 minutes, 18 seconds.
Okay. And we did that with the air conditioning on.
Yes, we did. All the body panels are intact.
That's a problem. That means I wasn't trying hard enough. I didn't break anything. Now, there we go. One second ahead of me right now. Oh, I was definitely faster than you right here.
I might be a little out of control there.
Fun.
Come on, shift.
Okay, 306, 308, you're gonna win. 310, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, 316.89.
Not getting shaved. Not getting shaved. You're all, yeah, 310. I'm like, I got this. And
I know, and
I'm
then
like,
you're just, go,
car.
After our first 2 runs in the Subaru, Finnegan tied up the overall challenge for the shaved head. Yep, he ran 3 minutes, 16.89 seconds, and I ran 3 minutes, 18.61 seconds. Next up, the General Mayhem.
The Charger received some pretty significant upgrades for Dirtfish. We got rid of some of the used motorhome parts we originally built the car with and hopped it up with some fresh hardware.
In the makeover, I decided to give it a little more power with an Edelbrock Performer RPM intake and a Holley carb, but the big problem was that the suspension on this car was a disaster. This is about the worst handling car of all time.
Handles really badly.
And I got to fix that here by completely overhauling the suspension. I put Hotchkiss control arms in the front, Hotchkiss shocks, it's got bigger torsion bars on it, and Adco sway bars at both ends.
Not only did the Charger corner, but now we had power steering attached to the bus driver steering wheel.
But this is Roadkill, so we had a problem.
Melted the transshift cable.
Haven't even started racing yet. Yep. We've got a broken shifter cable, gas tank leaking, haven't even raced yet, car's already busted. And we think now that it's cooled off enough, we can actually move the shifter enough to get it into A gear, and we'll just leave it in A gear and race the track.
We're going with second gear, you know. It's a roll of dice, first, second, third. We're doing second. We've already raced the Subaru, and now we're gonna hop in, and Finnegan's going first in the Charger.
Still getting in. Still getting in. Like it. I like your confidence. All right, we've got 1 gear, an engine that came out of a motorhome. No shame.
Okay.
I'll try not to kill us.
Whoa! Oh, yeah! Yeah! Dude, this is good!
37.
Oh my God.
Even if you hadn't looped it, I don't think we would have beat the Subaru, but that was epic.
This car is
Full
great.
on epic. Ugh.
This car is great.
I don't think I can beat that. That's just way too good.
That was so much fun. I think I hit the brake pedal twice.
Okay, here's the key. Rally school, 68 Chargers. I'm telling you, sell out every day. There's just no way that can be topped. That was so all hanging out, it's redonk. Man, that was fun. And look at it. Wow. That is proper.
That's the most fun I've ever had on Roadkill.
I'll shave my head, I don't care.
I lived out every Dukes of Hazzard fantasy I ever had as a child at Dirtfish.
We've had a lot of fun making Roadkill, but I gotta tell you, the lap with Finnegan driving, going around the course in the Charger, was the best moment ever.
No BS. I drove as if Roscoe P. Coltrane was behind me.
Oh yeah, completely. That was the best passengering at work ever. When we crossed the finish line, Finnegan had timed out at 3 minutes, 37.05 seconds. And man, it felt fast. I thought I could probably beat that by being just a little bit more cautious. There goes the hat.
Oh, we're going fast now. Good save.
Anything.
Go straight.
Thanks.
Go left. Go straight. Left-hander. 325. And stop. 330.56.
Oh, I win.
Oh, man. Damn. If I hadn't spun the thing out.
The hat flew off.
It's because you were going really fast.
Finnegan won in the Subaru, and he also won for style points in the Charger, but I won on time. But that's all that matters, because overall, it's now Freiburger 2, Finnegan 1. I might be keeping my hair, what's left of it. In the end, we found out that there is a reason why Subaru dominates in rally and why they even use them at the school here at Dirtfish, because that all-wheel drive is virtually impossible to beat. And with the traction control and everything, essentially anybody could hop in the Subaru and run just as quick as we did. But for fun and style, the Charger dominated. I'm going out in the woods in this thing again as soon as I possibly can. Man, that was fun. I still can't get over it.
Challenge number 3 was like Game 7 of the World Series. This is it. We've got to beat Subaru at its own game.
For the next challenge, it is the Urban Apocalypse Road Race. We found this crazy neighborhood at what used to be Georgia Air Force Base, and it is like 2 square miles of absolute, just bleak, abandoned ghost town. Creepy. And we're gonna road race it. That's right, this challenge is wheel to wheel with the Subaru against the Rotson.
Wow. It looks like there was a nuclear war here. This place is crazy. I need your help getting out of the car.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you.
All right, V6 versus flat 6. And Subaru didn't bring their turbo, but we did. The Rodson is our 1971 Datsun 240Z that is stuffed with a Chevy 4.3-liter V6. And what's funny about it is that we turbocharged it using a Ford Powerstroke diesel turbo.
The first thing we had to fix was the broken turbo. So we went straight to the man, Gale Banks of Gale Banks Engineering.
It looks like you've cornered the market on rust here.
Yes.
Yeah. The fact that you're making a diesel turbo work on this V6 is pretty cool.
He showed up with a brand new exhaust housing.
Something a little tighter to get this diesel turbo spun up quicker.
And had that thing running like a champ.
We had blown the engine up the last time you saw this thing on Roadkill. And so we had to completely rebuild it, stuff it back in the car, remount the turbo so that the oil would drain out of it well. And then we took it to the dyno where it made 320 horsepower and 400 pound-feet at the tires. We were ready for the Subaru challenge.
Yeah, $500 car.
Right.
What have I got to lose?
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
And if all else fails, we'll just cheat and drive off-road, because who cares?
That's what we do.
Who cares?
We don't care.
Perfect.
We're going to race these two cars side by side through a bunch of backyards and crazy neighborhoods, and we figured that the one car we had that might give the Subaru a run for its money is the Datsun.
It does not handle good. The fuel line is held up with electrical tape. The alignment is jacked. Might not even finish the race. I don't care. I'm going to have fun.
Okay, not your Datsun.
My Datsun.
Okay, test run?
Yeah.
The first thing we did at the bombed out neighborhood is just hopped in the cars and made sure that we knew the course. The big deal this time is that it is not a time trial. We're gonna go wheel to wheel.
Let's see. Where can I cheat? Here looks good.
This place is empty. It looks like the people were just swept away. It's the perfect place for Roadkill, the perfect place for this race, and the perfect place for the Rodson to show what it can do.
That hurt.
I hope I don't end up in the Rodson, because I have air conditioning and really comfortable suspension right now.
Oh, and my door's flying open, and he went the wrong way.
There's all kinds of shortcuts we could be taking through here. And I know he's thought of them already because he's Slim Shady.
I'm practicing my shortcuts now that he can't see me.
Oh, wow. You know what? The Rodson may be in trouble. This is actually pretty fast.
Oh, the Datsun is way faster. But highly more likely to fall apart. That's bad. This thing might not make it.
It ain't winning.
It's real bad. So we both want the Subaru, right?
I don't want it, but it's gonna win.
The Datsun is kind of your pet.
I really love the Datsun, but I don't like losing. On the pavement, this is a rocket.
So Rochambeau?
You cheated this, though.
All right, I'll turn around again.
Shiesty old man.
Don't care.
Losing your hair.
Ready? Best 2 out of 3?
Are you scared you can't win once?
Yeah. Ready?
All right.
2 out of 3?
Yeah. You lose.
Smashed. You lose.
What was this?
Paper.
That looked like you were gonna go scissors, but then you saw my rock.
What's this? Smash! Subaru!
I'll beat you anyway.
How's that beard feeling? Don't get used to it.
You're so old!
You have the big advantage being on the inside.
The only advantage I have is my willingness to force you off the road.
So, you ready to do this?
Let's go.
And in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, he passes me.
drifting. A lot of drifting.
Oh no! Oh, water on the ground. Let me just go ahead and put my wipers on. Oh, jump!
In the end, I blasted through our fence first in the Subaru, so Subaru wins, and more importantly, Freiburger wins.
So what happened?
I believe smart people would say I lost.
I thought this thing was slow because it kept on, doing the traction control thing. It hauls on pavement.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
amazing.
This is a fast car. You've scuffed it a little.
I might have scuffed it on the fence. So here's the thing, clear and epic victory on the part of the Subaru, but I think really it's a fail on the Datsun's part more than anything.
The most impressive part about the Datsun is that it's still in one piece. I didn't expect it to win, but I also didn't expect it to get this far either, so not bad.
After the official competition, I really wanted Finnegan to check out what the Subaru was like, and I wanted to haul in the Datsun, so we did just another fun run, and we agreed this one wasn't really going to count.
Go for it. I'll watch.
I'd already won.
Me and the Datsun, him and the Subaru, and I have a feeling we're gonna see same results. Subaru way out front.
3, 2, 1.
Go, car, go.
Wow, this thing's fast.
Uh-oh, I might have blown a tire.
Wow, this thing is fast. I cannot see at all. Oh! Yeah! Oh, that thing is fun. Wow! What happened to him? No, Subaru. Is he okay?
They see me rolling, they hating.
Looking good.
Hold on, I'll lean my seat back further. There we go.
Here he comes. Get it. Yeah!
I blew a tire in the first turn and ended up limping the Legacy all the way back to the finish line. Never give up. Never. Looks like I'm gonna be losing most of the hair on my face and some of my dignity.
At this point, it's true. Subaru has won the Subaru Roadkill Challenge. We've run the 3 events that they asked us to do, and Subaru dominated at 2 of them, and probably should have beat us at the rodeo as well. But we just couldn't have that, and so we're gonna throw in one more challenge, the Down and Dirty Drag Race.
As a bonus challenge, we decided to have a competition we're a little more familiar with, a drag race. So, we took what was left of Subaru's money and rented out a 15,000-foot airstrip that would have been the perfect place to find out just how fast the Datsun really is.
Now you're probably asking yourself, where's the Datsun? And I'm ashamed to admit this, but we blew it up again.
This is an exciting time here at Roadkill because this is the last day of our competition versus Subaru. And I'd be even more excited if it weren't for the fact that this engine just expired between the parking lot of the airport and the runway.
Yeah, this car, cursed. It was brutal yesterday, but that was its peak. Cursed.
We suck at this.
we kind of knew we were going to lose some stuff, and so we planned this in order to have a victory. And we thought the Datsun was going to win because it has a lot of power. But then we blew up the engine this morning when the fan belt blew off and nobody knew it. And so now it's down to the Charger and the Ranchero defending our honor.
Oh, I'm gonna go work on a car that might actually run.
We also had some wrenching to do on the Charger because we hadn't replaced the shift cable since it came back from Washington, and so we were gonna do that right here, right now, and then go dominate.
It's only 90 in the desert today, which is refreshing. And if nothing else, I can look forward to having my face awkwardly shaved by an old man. So that'll be fun.
Finally, it was time to drag race. And this is no quarter mile, we're going 2,000 feet. So here's what we've got. The General Mayhem with a worn out old motorhome 440. The brand new Subaru 3.6R with its 256 horsepower. And the Ranchero with a fresh 302, and we really don't know what kind of power it's making, but we're guessing it beats the Subaru anyway. We got 2 V8s against 1 flat 6. This is going our way.
I'll admit, I have not researched the car one bit, so I don't even know where the speed limiter is on this, but we're gonna find it.
We've got Sean, who's our social media guy from work, driving the Ranchero, and we're gonna go heads up.
What are we betting now?
What?
Now what are we betting?
Oh, I see where you're going.
Not going by me.
You're trying to keep facial hair right now.
Whatever. Let's race. Let's just race.
Three, two, one.
This is for sure an unconventional episode of Roadkill. But I gotta admit, it's pretty cool that Subaru are fans of this show.
Obviously, we got big bucks to do some crazy stuff that we've never done before. We fixed up a bunch of our cars on Subaru's dime, which was awesome.
And I'd be totally down if they want a rematch, you know, with a WRX, you know, maybe an STI.
But at the end of the day, we are still Roadkill. We'll be heading back to the junkyard, back to the road trips, and back to the burnouts.
I feel that was a highly scientific comparison of apples, oranges, and total pieces of junk.
Those are some good drugs you're on right there.
Everyone watching?
You're rolling, right?
Yep.
We're only doing this once. Go ahead.
We're going straight for the Finnegan. Right there. Yeah.
Is there another chin?
No, you've lost a lot of weight. Looking good.
I have not seen my chin in 15 years.
Give it to the bald guy.
Yeah, go ahead. He's bald and creative. Go ahead.
This time on Roadkill, we took all the gold chain out of the Corvette.
We proved that with the right make under, even a C4 Corvette can look good.
long enough, I can usually fulfill one of my automotive dreams, and this episode is that. Like 5 years ago, Finnegan's very first story for Hot Rod Magazine was when we took this C4 Corvette and cut the body off of it. We cut 900 pounds off of this thing and proved it would be faster in the autocross, but what I always wanted to do was cage it up and just make it a wicked handling machine. We're finally gonna do it, and Continental Tire hooked us up with a Lingenfelter Corvette so we can have a shootout at the same time.
The backstory on this car is that it's an 85 C4 Corvette that was left for dead in the desert and flooded.
It had that worthless Crossfire 350 V8 in it, but what made this one pretty cool is that it had a manual transmission, which is a 4-speed with a Doug Nash add-on overdrive on the back.
We cut this thing up until it only weighed 2,350 pounds, and it's been sitting ever since.
It got wasted. It got rained down the engine. There was weeds growing through it. Our junk was junk, just turned to dust. And so we took one of our shop guys and set him to stripping every bit of plastic off the car. We gutted this thing all the way down to the bare frame.
So now we're gonna throw a little bit of money and a whole lot of parts we have laying around at this thing to see if we can make it handle just a little bit better.
We're gonna have to do everything to the car. All that's left is the stuff that performs. No more Guido. The old 350 was all seized up, so we pulled that out and we put in a new engine that I had sitting around. The motor here is the Marshmallow Mouse, or the white trash. It's a bone stock Junkyard 91 truck bottom end. It's got some World Products 170cc iron heads on it, Comp Cam's Thumper Cam, and of course the tunnel ram and zoomies. And it made 350 horsepower and 360 pound-feet of torque. It's no fire breather here, but it was sitting around and it was cheap and it's ludicrous, and we're hoping to death that these zoomies actually clear the brake booster. Oh, this zoomie is gonna be a drag. Little Sawzall might fix it. There we go. Like a glove. So EBC Brakes has a pretty good sense of humor because they were willing to help us out with this thing. We actually got sponsorship for this piece of junk. And what's cool is that they're an English company. They make really high-end rotors like this one. And they agree with me that stuff like slotted rotors really doesn't do that much. They put this slot in here because a lot of the aftermarket rotors that just have the dots cut in them will actually groove the pad. And they're like, this is there to keep the pad face flat. This is the standard operating procedure for Roadkill, putting way too nice of parts on way too junky a car. That master cylinder is in good shape. This thing sat outside for so long since we did the original hack that it pretty much just decomposed. Anything plastic on it turned to dust. Okay, ready for the zoomy moment of truth? Oh, fail. Manual booster is all we need. Even on Roadkill, do we want to sacrifice brake performance for having zoomies? Because this is far more critical than brakes. I was really wishy-washy about the headers. First we had the zoomies, which were really cool, but they melted the master cylinder. Then we had the pulling headers that stuck straight up in the air, but those melted the alternator.
This literally says, I'm going to a tractor pull and I borrowed the wheels off my dad's Chevelle.
And ultimately, we just put some short, tight tubes on it and dumped the exhaust straight out the side. I was really starting to fall in love with the overall shape of the Corvette, and I didn't want the visual protrusion of those headers, so this is gonna look much cooler.
Did you just say you fell in love with the shape of a Corvette?
Yeah, but look at it.
This is a new milestone we're hitting right here. However, this is now less Corvette and more
Roadkill.
Yeah, so here's part of our plan. We're trying not to spend a ton of money on this steel. And even though we don't have fenders on it, which means we could have put 12-inch wide wheels on this, we didn't do that. We are gonna get rid of our 16 by 8.5 stock wheels and a set of dry rotted BFGs. Those are gonna go away. And we had this set of 17 by 9s laying around, which are a ½ inch wider and an inch taller. And we've got a set of 285 4017 Continental Extreme Contact tires. They're wider, they're lower profile, there'll be less sidewall deflection here. This thing should handle a little bit better. But in an effort to save as much weight as we could, we ripped out every ounce of wiring in that Corvette. And we're gonna replace just what we need with a universal switch panel and switches. Because that small block Chevy has a ready-to-run distributor and an alternator. So we just had to pick one of many holes to run this through. There isn't much else on there that needs powering, so other than lights, we don't need a lot of wiring in this car. Fewer things to go wrong. This panel is really nice because we got an open top car here and it's probably going to get rained on. Everything's got a condom on it to keep the moisture out. And it even has circuit breakers. We never have circuit breakers. This is already nicer than almost everything we've ever built. A couple of days into the build, we realized there was no way we were going to get a roll cage built on this car in time to test it.
And so we sent it out to have the tubes bent up by Josh at Lucas Fab in Huntington Beach, and he brought the car back to us unwelded so that we could finish it up. But before we could even get the thing back off our ramp truck, I broke it. Oh, it just stuck. No.
You just broke it?
No, it just stuck on. Try and roll it, it won't roll. Whoops. Yeah, in true Roadkill fashion, I figured the handbrake was gonna work, but when I pulled it, it locked up the rear tires and was not gonna let go. So we had another couple of hours of work to do before we could ever begin to start welding up the roll cage. Look at all this cheating going on with other people working on it. I feel dirty.
Let's be honest, you and I would never have built that cage in 3 days.
I know.
3 weeks, maybe. And it probably would have been crooked.
I wonder if it got impounded. Would we ever get it back? Would it be a fix-it ticket? Would it just be...
Well, we wouldn't get impounded, it'd be a fix-it ticket.
I think it would get impounded.
Every time I've ever got a noise ticket, they never impounded the car. It was just...
Yeah, but...
The only violations we have right now are no fenders, and it'll be too loud. It'll have belts, it'll have lights, it'll have a window.
Did you see I ordered a horn?
It'll have a horn.
I got an air horn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Turn signals?
Doesn't have turn signals.
Arms. Don't have those. Got a rear view, got a side mirror.
Oh yeah, we're the model of legality.
If you close your eyes, on paper, it's legal. Yeah. Just tell the officer that. Officer, just close your eyes and let me tell you all the equipment we have.
You know how normally speed stickers make your car go faster? These make your car brake. Ooh, taillights.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like that?
Look at that. That is like the rocket thruster.
You don't need a brake light switch, you just need to touch the wire to something every time you want to drive. Stopping now. That is awesome.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
That is the best part of this car.
How about we make it run? Ready?
Advanced? Or did you just let off?
Okay.
Who wired that?
So check the firing order.
Yep. It's one off. This is number 1. It's pointed at number 8. Okay, so we just need to rotate everything.
Good to go. It smokes a little. This is one of the better things we've done. As bad as this looks, there's really not that much butchery. We're starting a trend with this. People are gonna do this.
Junk buggies.
No, vet buggies. The vet cart.
We could start a really unsafe racing series with these.
What's unsafe about it?
We need to go around the block.
It's working! How's the power steering?
2 fingers.
Oh man, this thing's gonna be fun. Ah, getting dirt in the eye, how about you?
Wow, the brakes are exceptional.
I bet they are.
Oh my goodness.
Getting dirt in your eye?
Yeah, I can't see. And the brakes want to put me through what would be the windshield if we had one.
That's a good reason not to have one.
Oh wow, it's quick. Definitely quick.
Oh, look at all the smoke.
It needs a little tune-up.
Yeah.
And an alignment. That's good burnouts.
5,500.
That's good burnout.
Kind of loud. You have oil on your face. That's a big oil leak. Look at that.
That was so much fun.
That's like a funeral pyre.
Is there even a gasket in there?
Probably not.
Because your marshmallow white motor is no longer white. After all the cutting, welding, fabricating, wiring, and engine swapping, this car ended up weighing a little over 2,100 pounds and under 2,600 pounds with both Freiburger and I in it.
here's the coolest thing about our job. Not only do we get to build garbage and have fun with it, but we get to influence important people to actually help us out. And we're gonna get to drive this 640 horse brand new Corvette. We got hooked up with this thing from the guys at Continental Tire because Continental's the official tire of Lingenfelter. And of course, we're friends with Mike Copeland over there. So it just all turns into beautiful 640 horsepower goodness.
So basically we went through all this just to be able to drive a Lingenfelter Corvette.
Ah, it's totally worth it.
What we need to ask them for is a crate motor.
Oh yeah, because 700 horsepower is really what you want in this.
Yeah, you don't? We're here. Yes.
That's good donuts.
I'll just go ahead and shut the engine off. So the deal on this, nobody would loan us a regular stock Corvette. Imagine that. So I call Lingenfelter, like we need to borrow a Corvette. We're gonna be racing against that, so we want the least power you can make, but Copeland doesn't speak that language. So this thing makes 640. It has an Edelbrock blower on it, 6.5 PSI, Cook's headers, Corsa exhaust, Continental tires, and a Lingenfelter body kit. Other than that, stock.
That doesn't sound stock at all. Okay, so it's got almost twice the horsepower, but weighs about 2,000 pounds more.
Yeah, twice as much horsepower, but I was hoping it was twice the weight so that the power per weight ratio would be the same, but it's not. This still has the advantage on that.
What does this weigh?
I don't know. What's it weigh, 3,600?
I'll tell you after I drive it. I can tell these things.
Okay.
Automatically.
You're gonna sense that?
First thing that we needed to do was take some test laps in the brand new C7.
Oh my God, that is good. These are great cars if you can be seen in them. Imagine 30 years from now, us cutting one of these apart and roll caging it. That would be good. How roadkill do you feel right now?
Well, we made that amazing thing there.
So this is,
it's osmosis.
We deserve this.
Yeah, we deserve this because we put in the hours on that. That's the way I look at it. All right.
So we have to decide which course we're gonna take.
Dude, this is great.
It might have a little bit of power.
This is great. This is an easy car to drive.
It is designed for people like us who know nothing.
Shifting at $7,000 is awesome.
This thing is bitchin'. This is
a really great car.
Suit up, I'll ride along, and we'll time from inside the car, just like Charger at the rally school.
Suit up for me will consist of just putting a helmet on because I forgot my suit.
You're driving, so I'm gonna have a fire suit.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
We will set the bar with the Lingenfelter.
Okay.
And then shimmy underneath it with our vet.
This is an awesome car. Anyone can get in here, and you can crash this, but it's really difficult. Dude, I twist this knob, one more click and we're dead.
$1:35.65. I have no idea what a good lap is here.
I don't either.
That probably wasn't it.
Nah, there were definitely room for improvement there.
Well, I'd like to say I can improve on that, but I'm not going to say that until I actually drive it.
Oh, I think you can. That was not my finest work.
I need to break out the excuses now. See, he had 6 laps, 5 warm-ups and a race. I'm going to have 2, 1 warm-up and a race.
So that means if I lose, I look even worse. Thanks for throwing that out there.
This ends the whining portion of the program. Ready? Ah, that hurt.
I'm air conditioning my butt right now.
Really? You have seat AC?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that feels good.
How do I air condition my butt? Here we go.
I really appreciate all the work you put into the new Corvette. Oh, because David's trying to kill me. Did the tires do something wrong to you? Because you were punishing them. Oh, this is gonna be close. 130. You beat me. 134.50.
Winning! And it was a mess.
I spent most of the time that side just going clink, clink, clink. The Corvette's not built for a helmet. David kicked my butt by half a second in the C7, so we hopped in the go-kart, and on the warm-up lap, I found out just how good those EBC brakes work.
Saw that coming.
That happened fast.
That's just tapping the brakes, right?
Yep. What it is, the go-kart is light, it is nimble, it accelerates good, it turns pretty well, the tires are good. If we had a few more laps or a few more hours or a few more wrenches, this would be a pretty awesome race car.
Seconds slower than the Lingenfelter.
Not bad. I'm a fan.
Really?
I'm totally a fan. This has so much potential.
But the issues are that you tap the brakes and it wants to come around.
You have to completely drive different. You can't barrel into a corner and then lay into the brakes.
I'm sure.
It just wants to spin out.
Yeah,
but no, it handles good.
Really?
Yeah, it steers really good. It's really not that loose. It's the perfect amount of power for what it is right now, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, the first couple times around, I was spooked. I was like, this thing's gonna kill me, my arm's gonna come out the side.
Right.
You know, we're gonna flip it. But once you spin it out and you realize it's not tipping over.
Look at all the oil on your helmet.
Yeah, we've got something happening over here.
A hole in the valve cover, maybe?
Yeah, that's just rust prevention, as far as I'm concerned. It's not on the tires, so it's safe.
So, I had confidence in the new Corvette saving me from myself. I don't have that here.
I think your sense of self-preservation will really just kick in.
Yeah, this thing lets me be as stupid as I want to be, and I don't want to be that stupid in it. What's your level of fear right now?
Yeah, I don't trust you. I really don't. So I'm about a 9. Just gonna hold on to these.
You know, the thing is, the whole vent hack idea could be legitimate. Stripping a C4 down to its bare bones and caging it, this thing only weighs 2,100 pounds. You could science out the suspension on this, give it some more horsepower. Imagine a Lingenfelter crate motor in this car. It would destroy all, and it would be an actual threat at a time attack event anyway.
So I matched my time, pretty much. Not bad. And I pretty much was in third gear the whole time because I can't shift it.
Yeah. Imagine if you had a shifter.
Wow, I can't get it in any gear.
Maybe that's a sign.
Yeah, really. Oh, we got no clutch.
Oh, maybe that was the fluid.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Kill it.
We're done.
safety measures failed.
Hold on, I'll get it.
Oh, that's because of this.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Good thing we didn't need that in a hurry. I feel like I could drive the thing better.
Yeah, right?
It's not bad.
No,
You're right. It needs throttle response, and it needs a shifter.
Yeah.
And you could actually be somebody with this.
This is a good piece of machinery right here.
Our day has ended because we have clutch fluid spraying all over us, and I've got no clutch. So I did all of that in third gear and matched my time in the Lingenfelter car. Actually, a second slower. I ran 135 instead of 134.
Oh, you matched my time.
I matched your time in the Lingenfelter.
Yeah, so
we're on to something.
640 horsepower in the Lingenfelter.
Yeah.
300-ish here. No electronic bells and whistles, just your right and left foot saving you. Okay, so what's that Lingenfelter car probably cost?
Oh, I know.
70K probably?
Yep.
There's 10 grand here.
I just want to do donuts. I'm going to fire it up in gear and do donuts.
And I'd like to personally thank the good folks at Continental for making amazing tires and pretty damn amazing tires, both of which we're going to destroy right now. Okay, it's dead.
Okay.
Another car being pushed.
We broke it after all. No matter how many parts we remove from a vehicle, we can break whatever's left.
Obviously the go-kart can hang with the Lingenfelter car on the pavement, but this is roadkill, so we gotta bring it up a notch.
So we decided to throw a clutch in it, put a windshield in it, and hit the highway.
And go see how well this thing works in the dirt.
Oh yeah, like factory. I don't like intersections because it gives more opportunity for a cop to drive by.
Yeah, what? Should have leaned these seats back.
What?
Yeah.
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 Thing handles good. Traffic. No problem.
What? Oh. Yeah.
Smell gas. You smell gas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably check that.
Driving on the highway in this thing is pretty hilarious. I expected everybody to be staring and pointing and cutting us off, but no, this is LA primetime traffic. No one blinked an eye. When we got out to the desert, things were going way too smoothly until Roadkill kicked in. The car sputtered and died, and we pulled over to the side of the road, and it turned out our electric fuel pump was roached.
Maybe we can get a stick or something so you could reach back and just hit it.
It's a great idea. Hit it with a bottle of water. Yeah, I can reach it.
working?
No. Okay.
It's working?
Yep.
Okay.
Bacon?
It's a little dusty. I'm gonna save myself for dinner in Palmdale.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people go there for the food.
This thing is so much like a Baja Bug, it's ridiculous. It's lightweight, it's got independent rear suspension, great flotation because it doesn't weigh anything. The thing just blasted dirt roads, but I had to find out, could it handle a rocky hill climb?
That was cool. Let's see your Lingenfelter Corvette do that right there.
Oh, we failed not bringing it. When we get pulled over and the cop goes, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And they go, "Exhibition of greatness."
Yeah.
Okay.
Gunshots. All
All right, time to go. I'd like to see Fred try that one on dirt every day. Honestly, I don't even know why Continental makes off-road tires.
Mark this day in history, boys and girls. This is the first time a Corvette's ever climbed a mountain. Roadkill. This is like a hill with some rocks on it, but
Okay.
I don't care. Dude, I'm
Don't
taking
care.
it.
Nobody does this. Let's
Yeah.
go. Shifter's overrated. Oh, try to avoid that. It really hurts.
Sorry. You wanted to go off-road?
You don't know Ken Lingenfelter personally and realize that I could have wrecked it and Ken would have said okay. So that's why I drove like an absolute moron. That was really good.
In the realm of pixels, where dreams come alive in neon symphony, where gamers chant, ice fixed on screens in the dark we play the fantasy so true. The Milky Way, night car gaming mix, all world we must be S03, nightcore gaming mix, lunatic degree with victory claimed in this virtual world. Delight, embracing the light as we make the night.
On this episode of Roadkill, we trade a 600 horsepower Chevy truck for a Volkswagen with a busted door.
I think he's enjoying that too much now.
The muscle truck is a 1974 Chevy that you first saw in episode 18 of Roadkill. It's powered by an all-aluminum LS6, it has a turbo 400 automatic transmission, a gear vendor's overdrive, and a Ford 9-inch rear end with 513 gears.
The thing that changed about the muscle truck since the last time you saw it? That's right, EFI. This is MSD Atomic Self-Learning EFI. It's supposed to be a real simple deal, and so far it's running good. We're impressed so far.
Here's the plan. We've already been drag racing with this truck, but Freiburger and I think it could also work off-road. It could be the ultimate dual sport vehicle with just a little bit of modification.
So we know we can take the rear fenders off and put giant rubber on it, but the problem's up at the front end. It's got drop spindles and airbags, and I've aired the bags all the way up, so we're trying to decide if we're either gonna cut the fenders out or remove the whole front clip so we can fit maybe a 33 or something taller.
That's a big tire for the front of this.
Yeah, that hits everything.
You'd have to trim the front of the fender, maybe a little bit of the back of the fender, the top of the fender.
Yeah, to make it steer. It's also all the way down right now.
That'd help, but...
It would look rad though.
Yeah.
So the question is, you want to make it work?
Yeah, as I say, does it look good enough to warrant getting out the Sawzall? That's what you gotta ask yourself.
But we have to decide.
Can't believe I'm saying this. I vote that tire on the front and just hack the fender.
I like my fender. Okay, go get them mounted.
We got our boggers mounted up, threw them in the back of the truck, and it was time to hit the road. Because you know what? We're not even gonna test fit these things until we hit the sand dunes.
Wow, this thing's loud.
How bad are the brakes on this truck?
Oh, can they be considered bad when they don't exist? So really, the muscle truck could be surf, sand, and sea. It could be drag strip, off-roading, and handling.
Yeah, the handling thing.
Not really.
Not so much. I don't know if these are the right tires to go to the sand dunes, but it's what they had in stock that would fit our truck, so we're gonna try them.
Salton City, California is a beautiful resort town. They've got roads that resemble waves. I was ready to surf this thing. Check that out.
We are about 5 hours from Los Angeles in Imperial County, home of the Imperial Sand Dunes, which are better known as Glamis.
So what we have here is a 37 by 13.0 Super Swamper Bogger, and on the front we have a 31 by 1150.
Step number one is there's about 8 half-inch bolts holding the top end of the step side to the bed.
She's free?
She's free.
Okay, next step is gonna be to raise the front of the truck with airbags.
It's no secret that Freiburger is a little bit delusional with regards to automobiles and time and money. He thinks we're gonna be able to stick those 31s under this truck and go off-roading without them hitting the fenders.
No, I don't think that. I hope that. Next thing what we're gonna do is remove the inner fender wells out of this thing, because I continue to believe that I don't want to trash all the sheet metal on the truck. Look at that pristine inner fender well.
Clearance, Clarence.
One of the things I did to prep before we even got here is put this pre-filter on the cone air filter. Because if you have one of those regular, like, you know, K&N or Air Raid type filters on it, it'll get sand packed in it out on the dunes, so.
Well, normally I'd zip tie this wiring harness to the fender, but we only have 3 whole zip ties on this trip. The world's worst duct tape is gonna hold that up there.
Oh, don't you hate that? Don't you hate it when you're dealing with one of those ratchet type jack stands and you go to move it and the thing slams down and pinches you right in the web of your thumb? A lot of people believe that you want an all-terrain tire, a nice smooth tread for flotation on the top of the sand. When I was the editor of 4-Wheel and Off-Road, we did a test and actually proved that a typical mud terrain is better than a typical all-terrain for blasting around in the dunes. But I'm sure plenty of you will disagree with that. And you'll probably be right when we go out there and sink this thing right to China. Ready?
God, this jack is fast.
That is a look. That's instant transformation. This is the sand muscle truck. This is a dual sport muscle truck.
This is Brutus.
I don't care if we don't make it 10 feet. This is a good look.
This is the best this truck's ever looked. Look how pissed off it is.
This gives it purpose too, doesn't it?
Ridiculous. I love it.
I think we've only spent about half an hour transforming it up to this point, maybe 45 minutes. But now we get into the really bloodthirsty part. It's gonna make me cry.
Well, here's the thing is you can either just nip that corner there
and then just put a half
moon, which looks weird.
Yeah.
Or we can continue this cut and then bring it back down into here. Why don't we just do that? I am ruining Freiburger's day by plotting out how much sheet metal I think we're gonna have to hack off of this thing to keep it from crunching the fenders.
Somehow it doesn't have that Roadkill hacked but still cool thing going on. But I don't know what else we're gonna do. Wow. I don't know. Maybe I should just look the other way. The audience is gonna hate this as much as I do. So I think we should just cut away from it so nobody has to look at the gore, and then come back. We'll look at see how good it is.
We'll go home, we'll save this piece, flange it, Zeus it back on there. Then it truly is dual sport. Like it?
Sure.
By here, Freiburger will be in tears. By here, he'll be throwing tools. And then it's, let's ride. Visualize the cut.
Yeah, I can't look, just go.
Why is this fun for me right now?
It's not often you can actually get a photo of the moment of a loss of a loved one. Too late now.
Hello.
Did it just come out or break?
Broke the blade.
Okay. I'll just get you another one. It'll be fine. Wow. Okay, where were you on this one, and this one, and that one?
Well, as I was indicating before, the center is not the center, see?
Wow, that is bad. Yeah, he's just gonna make a flange and Zeus it right back on. It'll be mint.
Look how much clearance you have now.
gonna go cry.
I think we just took about $2,500 off the value of it. But then again, we bolted on $2,000 worth of boggers, so it all evens out. The thing that's gonna make it all great is the moment we're out there in the sand dunes blasting around.
Now you're talking.
Oh, I'm thinking it's pretty good.
Oh, that was awesome.
It works awesome.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
Yes! I think I'm glad we got the boggers. Did you feel it start to dig and then I throttled out of it? This is great!
Totally worth cutting the fenders for.
Oh yeah, we win.
Oh my God!
Okay. We're done.
Don't get stuck.
What are you doing?
That's not good at all, dude. Can we blow it back?
Yeah.
Well, our fun was cut a little bit short when we blew an airline going to the right front airbag. And of course, we don't have any airline. So we're gonna have to get creative here fixing that. And we can't get towed because we are nowhere near a highway. See those lights a couple miles that way? That's not the highway either. So we're gonna have to be MacGyver and fix this by ourselves.
We won't be defeated.
Good God, no.
We're back in the shop and we're gonna fix this thing. We decided that we needed to have a little bit more action out of the truck since we mangled it so badly. So we're gonna head up to Pismo this afternoon and do a shootout with Fred Williams from Dirt Every Day. But we have a couple things to fix, like, are you on the airline?
Yeah, we'll get the airline replaced. We'll get rid of the duct tape holding the wiring up.
Yeah. That and the exhaust fell off of this thing in the middle of the night on the road when we were on our way home from Glamis, the last deal, and it literally made for my worst night on Roadkill ever. It was freezing, it was like ear-piercing loud.
That was a crappy ride.
It was horrible.
And believe it or not, as much as I hacked the fender out, it still needs more because it rubs.
You're right. Oh, were you gonna tune that up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It'll Zeus right back in.
Get out of here. That's pretty good.
So we fixed the muscle truck, headed up PCH, and drove right through Malibu. Ultimately, we ended up in Pismo, California. And the next day, we were heading to the dunes. We woke up the next morning and had kind of a Mythbusters moment where we had to find out, could we smoke a set of 37-inch boggers with the muscle truck? The answer?
I'm standing in the middle of nowhere waiting on Freiburger and Finnegan. Right on schedule. Be here at 9 a.m., they said.
Sorry we're early.
9 a.m., 12 p.m., whatever, it's all the same.
Yeah, we made it.
How are you?
How's it going?
Pretty good. Is this your muscle truck?
Car has paint on it.
I haven't seen the bug.
Oh, it's pretty good. That door doesn't shut.
I like the wagon wheels.
I like the boggers.
Those are shovels.
But you've got lightweight going for you, and we've got horsepower and bogger.
I know. I think we're pretty even.
Pretty even?
Considering.
I don't want to stand around anymore.
All right, let's go play in the sand.
Well, what's the plan? I think...
Race to the top of that dune. That's the plan.
Ooh, a drag race. A drag race uphill?
Yes. Starting downhill.
Like, start here.
Oh, here's the other thing.
It's on the other side.
Whenever you get somewhere, don't stop pointing uphill. You'll get stuck again.
We do have a shovel.
So here's what's happening. We've got the rental truck stuck, the bug stuck, the muscle truck stuck, and this guy's gonna yank us out right now. Yay!
Fred is stuck again. We'd be nothing without the video truck on this trip.
I really thought hooking up with the host from Dirt Every Day would up our dirt game, but no. If anything, it's slowing us down. All right, fellas, this is a drag race up that hill. To win the drag race, you have to go all the way over and disappear. I don't want to see you. If you get stuck and dig dirt from China, you lose. If you both get stuck, you have to get out and run to the top of the hill. Okay?
What?
When you hear me yell the word yoga pants, start your car and go.
Yogurt pants?
Yoga pants. Everybody got their safety gear on. All right, fellas.
What?
Yoga pants. Oh, really close. Go muscle truck. We win. So clearly, there is an advantage for you in acceleration and all that crap and horsepower. So this time...
I can't hear anything you're saying.
You're fine, don't worry.
What?
This time, go to the top, and you have to go all the way to the flat part, turn around and come back down. So you're a little more maneuverable. This may equalize things a little bit here.
First, second, third, neutral, reverse, park.
All right, we good? Chuck Norris. Fred's being a little timid. Volkswagen's already making the turn. Uh-oh, Fred went way over the top. Way over the top. Just like that bad movie with Sylvester Stallone. Volkswagens are almost halfway here. Fred's not scared though, he's getting after it.
That's awesome.
All right, so I gotta ask you, who's having more fun? That's what I want to know.
I think we're both having a riot.
Okay, all right.
I had fun.
I want to try it.
Finnegan's busy right now. Here's what I need you to do. The challenge is going to be highest carve on this bowl.
All right.
The nearly vertical bowl, I might add. I'm going to flip a coin. You're going to decide which car you're driving first.
Okay.
Heads is going to be muscle truck, okay?
Okay.
Ah! What is ready?
In the sand.
Heads.
All right, muscle truck. Let's do this.
Pretty miserable. Sand in my eyes, grit in my teeth, my truck getting ruined by other people. Turn the wheel to your right. Who needs four-wheel drive? Well, he did just beat the muscle truck all the way to the top. Oh, check this out. Final challenge, hill climb, jump. It's a toss-up?
I think it is a tie.
Really? Wow. I am leaning towards the Bug just for...
Well, it got more air.
It got more air, it carved higher on the bull, it rides smoother, but it definitely isn't just as fun to rip around it.
I would say if you want the Bug, I will take the muscle truck.
I like the Bug. It's pretty nice.
Bug's good.
So in the end, we found ourselves driving home in this '69 Volkswagen Baja Bug. It was actually pretty cool, and you know what? I think the reason we did it is at this point, Finnegan and I were not ready for another long night in the loud old muscle truck. So maybe call us soft. And we'll leave it for you to decide. Did we really trade a 600 horsepower pickup truck for a VW? Maybe you'll find out in a future episode of Roadkill.
So here's some stuff you didn't get to see last time. First and foremost, the ultimate cup holder / ratchet shifter mount. I'm pretty proud of this thing. It's made out of fence decorative hardware. This thing is, in fact, genius. I'm chewing sand. How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurting my teeth.
Better than floss. Better than fluoride. Better than brushing every day.
Just flange it. Just,
oh, yeah.
Just it right
We'll
back.
go right back. No one will notice. Like it never happened.